Hello and welcome to the Sunbirdcrochet podcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from Germany.
Hallo, kommst du auf den Schoß?
Da wird auch gerade aufgenommen.
Haben die Montag zu?
Sieht so aus.
Pat hat das immer in der Mikrowelle gemacht. Das schmeckte gut.
Today is Wednesday, the 11th of October. And if you are new here, this podcast is all about crochet, knitting, doll houses, incoming patchwork, although I can't sew myself, really, but all the things I love, which are crafty, and a little bit more on top of that. Today I have for you 2 whips, works in progress, and one design which is probably going to be frogged. Also a sewing project, not by me, but by my mother, and lots of incoming. As you know, or you might know, I am currently taking part in the MCAL by Stephen West, and the first clue dropped last week Thursday. The next clue will drop tomorrow. And the first clue was causing quite a stir in the knitting community. It was exchanged in favor of a more neutral design, and whilst some people are keeping the old design, lots and lots of you have changed to the new design by Stephen, and so have I, even though mine is even another take on the new official clue. So I can't give too much away from the pattern itself. It's a knitting pattern. Every year, Stephen West, who is a brilliant designer, he's an American living in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, and he is designing a shawl, and we are all sheep to the shepherd. We are his flock, and we are buying the pattern, not knowing what we are into. Buying into. It's like, well, it's a mystery, isn't it? So the design is now starting from the center, and you're working into a ring. And actually you are starting with the help of a crochet hook. But since I'm not such a good knitter, for me it felt very fiddly. And so I thought I can do this much faster and easier in crochet. So that's what I did. I changed the first clue to be a crochet square, basically. That's my project. It's like a tilted square by now, and I've now picked up the stitches using a Tunisian hook, crochet hook, because it has a long cable. So I was picking up all the stitches all around the square, and I'm now on garter ridge number, oh, it's the wrong way around, sorry. I'm now on garter ridge number 2 here on top of my knitting. So this will be extended until I have 85 stitches on each side, and then I'm ready to continue as intended by the designer of this shawl. So it's all a little bit, I never do as I'm told. So this is my current whip of Geogradient MCAL 2023. No one else will have this. And every year, I believe, this mystery knit along, it's designed for a certain number of colors, and you are encouraged to incorporate some mohair somewhere. It's called the Mohair Dare. And when I've been at the shops on Monday, I went to my favorite shop in the city where I was, and I've bought 1 ball of mohair yarn, just in case there will be a mohair dare, and I can put this in here. And I think the colors, my other colors are quite muted, well, for my for my standards. It's let's go through the colors, right? So the beige here is the colorway Ankh Morpork, and it's yarn from Das Mondschaf. This mustard color here is colorway Kill Bill, also by Das Mondschaf. And this is a little bit more rustic, that wool, but I don't mind. And then you can only see a little bit here. This is a colorway a little bit darker, like a muddy mustard. That's from John Arben Textiles. And then I've got a really dark brownish color with brown speckles. And this one is from Lana's Colors. I've only added these two colors a tiny little bit at the beginning because crochet, I didn't want to run out of yarn, and I've got a second skein of these two colors, of each color, and so I don't have to worry about that, but I wanted to have the colors in the center square, so to say, at least once. And now the mohair, I think the colors would work very well together. So this is my current whip number 1. Gets lots of attention, but there's one which gets even more love at the moment. I have purchased a yarn calendar for Halloween. I have opened quite a lot of these minis already, and you have seen a couple more of those at the intro video. And so far I really love the colors. And I am just having so much fun just crocheting a simple granny square, not square, a granny triangular shawl. I'm following loosely the pattern by Anne Boo's House, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, or rather on her website. So I've started with some colors which I had in stash, just some leftover yarn. It's in green here, and then I've moved on to a gray color, and then I've got a mini skein bundle by Kiezgarn, an indie dyer from Berlin here in Germany. I had that in stash as well. Let me show it to you closer. I really loved that bundle of minis. So this color goes over into that color, which is one of my favorite colors in the shawl. When you get like a sage color, and here a coffee latte pumpkin spice color, and a little bit of pink. And I've put a stitch marker here somewhere to show you there. Then after the pink came a little bit of leftover yellow, and this is now the beginning of my Halloween minis. So this here is Jilly, the color Jilly, and it's Aunt Jet. No, I lie. This is Mighty Hecate. This is Let Me Never Fall in Love or something. And I'm now on Aunt Jet. And I have, where is it? Oh, it's over there. I have wound up all the minis from my yarn calendar in the order in which I am opening it backwards, so that I can crochet it in the right order. And I've made a huge magic ball, so to say, which is quite appropriate for a Halloween and witch practical magic themed yarn calendar. So I really, really love the colors, and I can't wait to move on with more colors. I'm not too sure about this one here, but I'm trusting the dyer It's Green Lambkin yarns, and this colorway is One Eye Green, One Eye Blue, which is a movie reference, Practical Magic. And I will continue working on this as soon as I will have finished this podcast. I haven't woven in any ends yet. I will keep this until later. Oh, I'm just loving this. I don't think that I will wear this as a shawl because it's already too big. I will wear this, well, not like a shawl wrapped around my neck. I will wear this as a shoulder shawl when I'm sitting watching TV in winter. That kind of thing is the plan. What else can I talk about? There's a finished object, but it's not mine. Well, I do own it now, but I haven't made it. This is from my mother for me. I've bought the fabric, as you know, and she has made me a humongous project bag for Halloween. This is big enough for, surely big enough for a blanket project. It's huge, absolutely huge. And she did a bit of patchwork here and added a handle. I still got that pumpkin fabric, so that makes it a little bit more cute instead of all the skulls and backbones being served. And so this is the one side, and this is the other side. I've got plenty more of this fabric left. It has a zip, and on the inside is that mushroom fabric. And lots and lots of yarn already. It's perfect. I prefer to keep all my yarn inside a protective bag. Either a project bag when I already got the project in mind, or in something else just to protect it. So that's my new massive project bag for Halloween time. Let's talk about the design which I'm about to frock. If I can indeed frock it. This is crochet as well, and it's my design entry for the Murat magazine issue 7. Call for submission. I'm using Drops Air. I think that's what it's called. Is it Drops Air, Drops Sky? I think it's Drops Air. And this is what it's looking like. It's eating lots and lots of wool because it's kind of double-sided. This is the front side, and that's the back side, or the wrong side. And the stitch marker, by the way, is the one I've received from Makita. Thanks again. So I wanted this to be an enormous shoulder shawl, but I don't think I'm liking it. It's very soft and fluffy and very light, and that's nice. But the pattern, maybe with blocking it would look better, but I'm not convinced anymore. And it doesn't bring me joy. I can't even pull it apart. So I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So I will try to frock this and to reuse the yarn, even though it might be tricky because it's quite sticky because of the alpaca in it. But yeah, I will try my best. So this is a design which you're not going to see again. I still got my notes, but I don't think it works into a very usable pattern. maybe if I wouldn't use a thick yarn, a bulky yarn, but a much smaller yarn, but even then, nah. So this is going to be frogged, and I will reuse the yarn. Yeah. Not all designs are successful. I would even say most designs are not successful. They have to be frogged at least once, if not twice. I would like to talk about some incoming, which you are seeing there in the back. Let's start with that wonderful, wonderful blanket. This is from a seller on Etsy. I immediately fell in love with this blanket. It's maple leaves and the gray here and the orange warm colors. It's like even when the sun isn't shining, it makes my corner here look like the sun is shining on it, and I just want to sit here all the time. And the seller of a blanket added in my parcel a little key fob made with crochet. Yeah, it's a double. They just, you see, they made 2 of these in different colors, and then they were sewing it together and added a bit of a ring and a ribbon, and I really like that idea. So I wanted to show that to you. And then I've got, very fitting for the season, I've got a pumpkin cushion, and this is really, I would say, a piece of art. I don't know how you are doing these I mean, the shape, it's not like a straight edge, and then the quilting to make it look round and really like a pumpkin. I also love these colors, just beautiful. So I indulged. I indulged myself. I treated myself nicely. Got myself a lovely cushion. There. And this is another cushion. This is not usually here sitting on my sofa. This is a cushion I'm using in my study, but it's also a new one. And I actually got the business card of this designer, also on Etsy, Stitch My Stash Crafts, and she's got very colorful fabrics. Annette Finds Clinton. And she gave a little bit of a present. That business card actually was in this little pouch. I'm not sure what I will do with the pouch. Probably put some tissues. Can put some tissues in here. Looks nicer. Or, well, I will come up with something, but it's a nice little pouch. And this is the kind of vibrant fabric she's using. And when I saw this, I believe these are Kathy Facet's fabrics, and it's dolls with a kimono, I suppose, or this is a dress, these are the feet, the arms and both the hands, and for the faces she used cats. How can you not love this cushion? I know it's very colorful, but it just makes me smile, these cats in dresses. So this is my cushion in my study. Well, that's already everything I can talk about. I don't know, it's still quite early actually, and I am not quite awake yet. Today's plan is to get myself a new haircut. It's high time. And hopefully a book will arrive, which I've ordered with Amazon, and it's a recommendation by Becky from Back to Blighty. She is having her Vlogtober episodes. She's currently going through Vlogtober, and I'm really enjoying her videos, her little episodes about Harvey the bunny and about what she's reading. And she was reading The Maid, which is a crime story, I believe, and it's actually, or it was, one of the bestsellers on the Times list, and I've ordered that in English for myself and in German for my mother. Yeah, they are both secondhand. I prefer to buy secondhand books. I think that's a good way to make sure that books are, how do you call it, treated well, appreciated. Yes. So I hope that it's a nice book and that I will enjoy it just as much as Becky. Tonight there is going to be another meeting of Humans of Westnitz. That's a Zoom meeting hosted by Irina from Fiber Chats and Martin from Knit365 blog. And I'm not sure if I will be able to attend because we have a kind of surprise visit by relatives tonight, and so I don't know if I will be finished to be there in time, but I will surely catch up with all of you on YouTube when the live is being reposted there. And I hope that everyone got over the excitement of the first clue in a good way. For me, the MCurl is always a roller coaster. But yeah, don't forget about just being human, and that goes for your speed. Embrace your pace, don't stress, don't hate other people, and don't hate the designer if they have to make changes to the pattern. I applaud everyone who have frogged or just restarted their shawl, and I think that we can all move forward and enjoy the next clue all together. Have a lovely rest of the week, enjoy your knitting and your crochet time, and don't forget to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. Nothing yarn related can be that serious to lose a friend about or to upset anyone. I'm going to talk to you soon again. Probably can't be avoided. Keep smiling and keep looking after yourself. Bye!